you're coming off this wildly successful tour with Stevie. You've toured around the world. Why go to Vegas?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do because Vegas is, an amazing place to play. It's only 4,500. There's not a bad seat in the house, great acoustics, and it's only up the road from me. So it's 40-minute flight, and I come back every night. So it's easy work, relatively speaking.
Do you think it'll be maybe a bit more rigorous? That because you're committing to this 2-year deal. Do you think there's going to be more expected of you?
No, I can only be honest to myself and, keep my voice in order and give the best performance I can every night. We're trying to make it like, the last 8 shows I did in November. It was more like a club atmosphere because I had half the audience on the stage by the end of the show. So I'm going to call it Club Vegas.
So how would you tell me, how will your show feel? Let's say I'm sitting in the audience. How is it going to feel to me?
It'll be very colourful, extremely energetic, and more or less just give the audience what they want with a few surprises. I mean, it is what it is. I've got to sing the songs that people want to hear.
So I want to know, before you decide to do this, did you give Celine or Elton or Cher a call, get any advice from them?
No. I've been doing this all my life, so I don't need advice, Some people, and I spoke to someone last night that had appeared in Vegas, found it very intimidating that the audience was so close, because the stage is only this high, and the audience is really close. I love it. Some people don't.
Yeah, so you kind of lead to my follow-up question. I feel like the audiences in Vegas are different in a way. Maybe because they've been drinking, maybe because, all sorts of things. So how would you describe the Vegas audience?
You got to work on them just a little bit more, especially the midweek crowd. Friday and Saturday night you're fine because, as you say, they're all drunk anyway. But I always find it a challenge, because I can see the audience, and if I see somebody in the audience that's not enjoying themselves or doing this, okay, impress me. And I really aim for them people, It's a challenge.
So tell me a little bit about the tracks that, people will get to hear in the show.
Well, it'll be everything I've ever done, from working backwards. You Think I'm Sexy, Maggie May, Wear It Well, Hot Legs, Tonight's the Night, You're in My Heart, Young Turks. And then maybe I'm working on a blues album now, and we've got 8 tracks done, and we can't wait to start playing some of those tracks live. We're going to do Shake Your Money Maker by Elmore James. It goes like this. Shake your money maker. You got to shake your money maker. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that in, and we might put just one song from the American Songbook.
So, when you were going through the planning process of this, did you specifically choose certain things for the way they feel, or how did the planning process work?
We haven't got to that yet, because it's still a ways away. I've got a small British tour to do, which I haven't worked out that yet. So that stuff it'll take care of itself.
So let's talk about your life right now. I mean, let's talk about your life right now. You just became a father again.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what have you learned now at this stage in your life being a dad that you didn't know then?
Oh, lots of things. I'm certainly a better father. Fatherhood is something that you don't go to school. No one teaches you about it. There's books now, but when I started, there weren't any books on how to be a good dad. Well, what I have learned now, and I have the luxury to be able to plan my tours and spend a lot of time with the kids. Whereas 30 odd years ago, it was all work, carving out a career for myself. And, I didn't see a great deal of my 2 eldest, Sean and Kimberly. But we're making up for it now. But patience, I think. I've got a lot more patience. I'm still not good at changing nappies, or I do it, but I don't get up in the middle of the night to do it. I do the daytime shits. Just what it is, guys.
And I have to ask you because I work on Fox.
Yeah.
And we have this little show called American Idol on our network.
I've been on it.
I know you have.
Yeah.
So I want to know, and now Simon has a new show called the XFactor.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on those kinds of shows in general?
Well, I'm in the minority because I absolutely love them, and I think they serve a wonderful purpose. And as I've said so many times before, there's so many of my friends, when I was coming through the ranks when I was 16 or 17, that I was playing guitar with, guys that could play bass and harmonica players and some great singers. They got totally overlooked and never got a break. And this show does that for people, gives them a break, and I'm all for it.
And on the X Factor, there's a new woman coming on who American audiences don't really know, Cheryl Cole.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on her coming to the States?
Oh, she'll be a wonderful hit. She's gorgeous, absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, and she's clever and witty, spontaneous, and I think she's going to be a big success. I hope she's a big success.
Last couple questions.
You sure?
Yeah, I am sure.
You're just getting going.
There's other people out there. Simon Cowell, genius, madman. What are your thoughts on
All of those things. I love Simon. I just do. I think he speaks for other people what people wouldn't want to say. I think too many of the American Idol people are too nice and they don't want to take a chance in putting people down and speaking the truth. Simon does, and I think he's a genius, a madman. I love him.
Lastly, give me a little Maggie May.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. Late September and I really should be back at school. Any good?
That's okay. Thank you so much.
I wonder if I'd have been on the American Idol, what I'd have done. It'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Wait, are we still rolling?
I'd have had to gone down the pub for a couple of hours and got drunk.
Wait, can we start that over again? Do you think, let's say, if you were to go on X Factor Idol, how would you think it would go down? What would the judges say about Rod Stewart?
I think, it's hard because, no one goes on there at my age, so I think they would have probably have dug it, but say if the show had been when I was in my teens, because I was really rough and ready in those days, they probably would have given me the old Spanish archer, the elbow, It's a great show, I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Rod.